Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Steve, and you're watching 60 Cycle Hum, the guitar buying, selling, trading, modding, fixing, breaking, reviewing, playing podcast.
It's Ad Week!
Ad Week! Ad Week! Ad Week! This is also going to probably be known as the week where you lose a bunch of more YouTube subscribers for slamming their feeds with 5 podcast episodes.
I'm going to slam your feed.
Slamming!
I'm going to slab you in the feeder. What does that mean?
Is the mouth the feeder?
So Ad Week is just something that we do every now and then where we, instead of doing 1 episode in a week, we do 5 episodes in a week, and every single one is short and it's just 1 ad, and then we get out of here.
Yep.
So you get to listen to us every day.
This week's ad is sponsored by D'Addario.
D'Addario. Makers of strings, like the ones I'm holding here in my hand.
Specifically the D'Addario XL string portfolio. They've got the Pro Steels, the EXP coateds, the XLs, which are these guys right here, the half rounds, and the chromes. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them.
That's all of them.
I might have left one out. Basically, this gives you a range of tone and feel options. It means the D'Addario portfolio will meet the need for any guitar or bass player.
They have a lot of strings, guys.
Yeah.
Go look at D'Addario's website. Look at all the strings they have. You're going to be shocked at the variety of strings they make.
Ah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. It's probably a bad thing to do with a sponsor.
You want to know what else is a bad thing to do with a sponsor?
What?
Do you wonder if you have D'Addario strings on your guitar? Check your balls. All right, let's get into this ad. This one was sent to us by Jish Scoot.
Something like that.
I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's a.
I think it's Hosh.
Hosh Scoot.
Yes, there you go. Hosh Scoot.
Hosh Scoot. Must be
I think
from
that's
Holland
like
or something.
High German.
It's like a German sort of thing. Some sort of German listener of the show. He sent us this bass amp.
It's a bass amp.
It's not a bass amp.
It's a big old vintage PV tube amp with effects switch.
As is.
$57.
Why 57?
I don't know. Taxes.
Taxes? You think this person's charging taxes for their Craigslist?
I feel like the switch that comes with this amp is probably worth close to $57 by itself.
Is that a can of Krylon sitting next to it in the picture?
I think so.
Did they refinish this immediately before taking the picture to sell it?
You know what? I almost wonder if that's maybe like
It's for scale.
No, that like maybe it's an adhesive.
Yeah.
So as soon as they like got this Bass Tolex on.
By the way, we should, for the listeners at home, this is a PV 2x12 amp. We don't know the actual model of the amp. It kind of looks like a classic.
I think it's a classic or a VTX 212, something from that era.
I think it's a 2x12 classic 50.
It's that. No, it's not. I don't think this is a. You think this is a classic 50?
Look at my classic 50 back here. Same hardware on the corners.
But they use the same hardware on the black, the all black, the VTX classics.
Same screws around the edges. I think it's a classic 50. Same handle up top.
You think they just took?
Oh, I've got a different handle on mine now.
You think they just took the badge off then? Well, I guess they would have had to have taken the badge off.
Yeah. I think that's a 2x12 classic 50.
Oh yeah, because I don't think the VTX ones had the leather handle.
Yeah, no, because they were doing a more classic look. I know, right? But
So,
$57.
That's a steal.
For
that's what it is.
A 2x12 classic 50.
Even for a VTX classic, that's a good price.
But this thing's been completely wrapped in like a vinyl wrapping paper that's covered in fish.
Even the baffle
It might be a fabric, like from like the fabric store.
Like this is. I wish there was a picture of the back.
Yeah, seriously.
I want to know to what extent this happened.
I think it happened to the fullest extent, Steve.
The fullest extent.
Yes.
Is that a 2-button foot switch? That's the real way.
Yeah, I've got that same foot switch. It came with my classic 50.
Okay. Yeah, because I think the VTX ones had a 3-button, but I could be confused.
I'm telling you, that's classic 50. I
I
can smell it through the
whatever.
iPod there. Yeah, $57. I'd go buy this super quick.
Yeah, for your.
Even if the amp doesn't work, that's a cheap 2x12.
What kind of music do you play with a bass amp? Country? It's got to be country band, right?
I'm trying to come up with a fish joke, but it's just not happening. I wanted to go like line dancing music, but that sounds awkward.
That's country.
but then it's like line. Is
Oh,
such like
line.
such, like,
Yeah.
well, one thing's for sure, you got to know your scales. Huh? You know, because fish have scales.
Do you think this amp will help you stay in tune?
No, because tuna is an ocean fish. See, the saltwater fish. This is clearly a freshwater fish amp.
All right.
Only.
Well, do we got everything covered?
I guess. I mean, what's the max you would pay for this? Obviously, the price is great.
I think maybe like if there were other pictures where I could verify that it was a Classic 50, I think I would go up to $125.
It feels nice. That feels about right.
Yeah.
I bet. I mean, you can see that there's some crinkling on the fabric wrap
Yeah.
around the front top
yeah.
there.
Rough.
I bet that stuff would peel off all right. And if it is a Classic 50, it's either the fake tweed or it's black under there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd almost say if it's a functioning Classic 50, take it down to wood and just put a little bit of oil on there and get yourself like a crate like aesthetic with it.
Yeah.
If you don't, have a deep affinity for this fishy fabric.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that looks like a good deal to me. You have anything else to say about it?
I think I'm done. If you're done,
I'm done.
And if we're both done, see you guys tomorrow. We're Trouty here.
We're Trouty here.